Matthew, this is a video about my Tetraponera rufa colony. Um, they are a stunning species of ant that's found widely distributed across Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent. They're arboreal. They're also semi-claustral, which basically means that when the queen has been on a nuptial flight and mated, she basically sets up the nest alone, but she needs to actually hunt for food for herself and for her first larva. So you've got to bear that in mind when you keep them. They're going to need. She's going to need feeding, basically. Um, they are very aggressive. Um, it's not so bad when you've got a small colony like this, but as they get bigger, um, they obviously want to explore, and they can climb pretty much any surface. Um, they're also really good at escaping as well. This colony, I mean, these initial shots are just right at the start, but now you can see this is a little later on, and there's a lot more workers. And at this point, they had regularly broken out of the container that I kept them in. They can chew through hard plastic, soft plastic, so they'll chew through tubes that maybe connect your nest to a feeding chamber. Um, and like I said, I've actually found that if they can get a little bit of a hold on the hard plastic that maybe they're being kept in, they can chew through that over time. Um, and believe me, the last thing you want is these things escaping. I mean, they are beautiful, they're really quirky and interesting, but they sting, and it's at least as bad as a bee sting. It really hurts. So you want to make sure that they don't escape. You don't really want to experience that. Um, you can see at the moment this is the queen, the larger individual, um, and the queens actually, considering they're not that much bigger than the workers, they can be really productive. They get really physogastric when they're being fed a lot. So it basically means their abdomen swells up with eggs, and they just produce huge volumes of eggs. So you've really got to make sure that you're feeding these guys plenty of dead insects, so that they can actually feed all the larvae that produce from these, huge batches of eggs that the queen produces. Um, and yeah, they're absolutely fascinating. They remind me a lot more of wasps more than ants when you watch them. Um, I definitely recommend them, but I would also recommend that you keep an eye out for any signs of them escaping and try to guard against that.